This is the cold start video for the 1973 Lotus Elan Sprint. I'd like to start her up, please. Increase the revs, please. Give her a bit of beat. That's good, thank you. Spin in Nigel's 1973 Lotus Elan Sprint, and Nigel's had this car. When did you buy this car?
1973.
1973. So it's
in November.
So it's over 50 years old in his ownership, so it's quite unique in that respect. And yeah, so basically Nigel's selling the car, just give an opportunity for someone else to enjoy it, as getting in and out of it. It's obviously becoming more of a problem these days. So in terms of the steering, how would you describe its feel?
Steering is absolutely spot on, absolutely fine. No judder in it, no shake, no feeling of any wobbly bits.
Perfect.
It's just what you expect it to be, really. It's just absolutely spot on.
And you happy with the gearbox's performance?
Gearbox is, again, smooth as could be. I can sometimes miss my shift because I'm not so used to running a classic car anymore, but if I do, it can soon make it grind if I don't do that very often. No, the gearbox is absolutely as you would expect. It's like box brand new, amazingly.
And you're happy with the clutch's performance as well?
Clutch again is tight. I'm not showing any signs of slip or wear.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect it to really, but it's not. It's very, very firm. The springs feel really strong on it. There's no sign of the springs have any concern.
I can't feel any negative feedback from the suspension. I mean, there's no squeaks and knobs or any unwanted banging on there. And in terms of oil pressure and engine temperature,
manufacturer standards are around about 40 psi, like that.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting.
Perfect.
Let's definitely go faster. That was 50. We do 50 then, we're coming out for 60 now.
And in terms of dashboard functions, does everything work?
Oh yes.
You've just played around with the electric.
There's not a lot, but oil pressure and temperature gauge,
yeah,
fuel gauge. Not a lot to go right. Speedo. The mileage you would have seen, and you would have photographed, you can see it now. That mileage is plus about 27,000 in whole real life.
Oh right, okay.
Whole real life, the whole car.
Yeah.
Was about 27,000 more, 27 to 30, about 39,000 absolute total since it came out Lotus's factory.
Yeah.
It was I think about 5,000 I bought it from memory at the moment. You see that's steady old 60, 65-ish, and
cruising really nicely. Yeah, it's not a particularly nice road. We can't any bangs when he knocks on there either.
we'll go a little bit more the rural route.
That's perfect. And we just give us an opportunity to test out the brakes as well. So you're happy with the brakes' performance?
Yes. If you hang on, I can demonstrate if you want.
Perfect.
Just give us a moment to get off this one. What was really the main road. Oh, I've got a bloke behind me. Just a minute. It's very. The engine has got lot of low down torque. You don't have to mess about. I was in fourth, left it late to go to third. Now we're in third.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to brake hard, if you like. Ready?
Okay.
It did drag slightly to.
Absolutely perfect. Yeah. So there's no pull on
Damp
the steering wheel at all. It's all
no.
very, very straight. We've got some good tyres. I mean, the tyres are probably, would you say they're quite old on there, over 20 years old? But there's
Physically, they're probably not 20. You could actually verify that if you wanted to.
yeah.
They're probably not 20, but they are aged, but they are authentic. They're bought to be authentic to the car.
Yeah.
Rather, you know, if I wanted car tyres to last forever, I'd have bought Michelin's and that. But these are Dunlop replica tyres bought to be authentic to the car of the day, the SP Sports or SP 68s, where it was.
Yeah.
SP 68s. But there is still massive tread on them. But you do have to be aware that rubber tyres do need to be thought about in terms of any delamination or anything like that. There's no sign of that.
But they're in good condition. I mean, there's no wear, and
No.
you know, there's no sort of cracking on the sidewall. So
none at all.
yeah, there's and the fact that we managed to stop without any drama. The road is slightly damp as well, so you know, it's done really, really well.
I wasn't ready for it so much. Having not done that demo, needed to do that kind of stop ever. There you are.
And the car underwent a considerable restoration in the early 90s as well.
Ground up,
Yeah.
absolutely restored back to new by the guru at the time of those sort of restorations. There's still one or two names about that most people know, but this was done by a guy who's sort of in a league of his own, and that's the best league that he was over above. I think he was accepted that he was just beyond everybody else's
Yeah.
capabilities. This is a pinch point. Not too bad today. Good.
So the engine's warmed up nicely now. The engine just sounds like a sewing machine. It just sounds absolutely lovely.
We're only about half a mile from home. If there's anything else I can tell you, or you want to ask, or you need to ask, we're nearly there.
I think I think we've got everything really. We've been really sort of helpful and descriptive with the car and the history. So it's
I mean,
everything at our end now.
as I've said, we've done some phenomenal journeys. When we got married in 1974, just turned 50 years ago now, September. We drove it down to Dover, obviously got on a boat then, and all a bit more primitive than it is today, of course. And we drove all the way down about 100 miles south of Rome in it.
Fantastic.
Went on the clappers. But it really that was before it had this full rebuild, of course. But it's been a good car, and we have enjoyed it. It's been done some miles on those sort of conditions.
It's time for someone else to enjoy it now.
Exactly.